It was a dark, silent night on a deserted road with no streetlights when, as I was passing by, something caught my eye in the grass at the side of the road. There, in the cold and darkness, was a small puppy, abandoned and trembling with fear. The scene was desolate. There was no one around, no sign of life other than that fragile creature. I looked desperately for any sign of its mother or siblings, but they were nowhere to be found. It was clear, at first glance, that this puppy had not eaten for days, completely alone and vulnerable. The poor animal's condition was alarming. Its fur, which under normal circumstances should be soft and fluffy, was completely burned and matted, forming large tufts that left parts of its skin exposed to the cold. It could barely move, without strength, without energy, seemingly resigned to its cruel fate. The situation was desperate and extremely dangerous, with the possibility of being run over by a car or attacked by wild animals. I decided to immediately take it to the veterinary hospital, knowing that every minute was crucial. The next day, the vets confirmed that he was a boy about a month old. He weighed less than a kilo, an alarmingly low weight for a puppy his age. His condition was critical. He was severely dehydrated, with clear signs of starvation. His small, thin body was infested with a frightening number of ticks, which sucked his blood and weakened him even more. Starvation had left deep scars on this fragile being. I decided to name him Geo, a little warrior who was about to face a long journey of recovery. The first hours were spent carefully removing hundreds of ticks from his tiny body. It was meticulous and delicate work. Each tick removed represented a step in Geo's fight for survival. After this painful stage, he was placed in a warm room where he could finally rest safely. In the following days, he began to show signs of recovery. Little Geo, who initially seemed powerless, began to explore his surroundings with a touching curiosity. He was not afraid. He simply sought affection and comfort, showing admirable resilience. We planned to start his vaccinations in about 2 weeks, when he was a little stronger. It was hard to believe how small he was. His paws were the size of my thumbs, and his fragility contrasted with the immense willpower he demonstrated. Every gesture of his, every small step forward, was an exciting victory. There was still much to be done to ensure his full recovery, but Geo had already shown that he was a fighter. Day 20. Now 2 months old, Geo is transforming before our eyes. He sleeps well and is increasingly involved in games that reveal his growing energy. Every day, he pokes his curious little head out of the pouch, enjoying the sun's rays, feeling the wind, and listening to the sounds of the outside world. He has begun to discover the world with an enthusiasm and vitality that warms the heart. Day 30. Geo's growth is impressive. He now weighs 6.5 pounds, and each day seems to bring new surprises. His physical transformation is remarkable, but it's his renewed vivacity that brings us the most joy. Day 50. Geo continues to grow rapidly and now weighs 8.5 pounds. He has become a beautiful little dog, full of life and joy, completely different from the frail puppy I found that cold night. Today, he is a happy dog, surrounded by his daddy's love, living the life he always deserved. Geo's journey from an abandoned puppy shivering on the side of the road, in imminent danger of being run over or attacked, to a healthy, happy dog is a story that reminds us of the power of compassion and determination. This moving and transformative journey was only possible thanks to the support and generosity of everyone who contributed in some way to giving Geo a new chance at life. To everyone who reached out to help, our deepest gratitude. Geo is living proof that with love and care, any life can flourish.